Eyanamuhla inkonzo yesabatha siphathelwe ngumholi wamaNazaretha kaNkuluNkulu uMelusi uMthembeni Mpanza.
Imini yesabatha ibenhle kwabangcwele. Isihloko sanamhla sithi umthetho kaJehova emasikweni esizwe samaZulu. UGenesis 17 verse 13. Makasokozelwe endlini yakho nothengwe ngemali yakho. Isivumelwano sami siyakuba senyameni yenu. Sibe isivumelwano esiphakade. Isizwe samaZulu singezinye zezizwe ezingaphansi kwesizwe sabangoni. Abelungu abasibiza ngokuthi ngoni tribes. Ukuthi abangoni kusho ukuthi ngabantu abaphila ngokugcina umthetho kaNkuluNkulu. Amazwi esiwafundile ayikhulunywa nguJehova ewabhekise kuAbraham. Kusukela ngaleso sikhathi uAbraham nenzalo yakhe basoka ukugcina umthetho kaNkuluNkulu. Kuze kube namhla bonke abesilisa abangamaJuda nama-Arab bayasoka kusukela ekuzalweni kwabo. Lo mthetho wagcizelelwa nangesikhathi sikaMose. Abantwana bakwa-Israyeli babengahlanganyeli ezintweni ezingcwele nabangasokile. Cishe zonke izizwe zabangoni njengamaZulu namaXhosa nezinye zinosiko lokusoka, nalezi zizwe zinemthetho kumele ihlonishwe ngosokile. Kuyamangaza ke ukuthi umthetho wokusoka owawubekelwe inzalo kaAbraham abezizwe ababengawugcini kwenzeka kanjani kuba uzotholakala ezizweni zabangoni. KuNumeri 15 verse 32 kuya 36 kuthi abantwana bakwa-Israyeli besesehlane bafumana umuntu oyetheza izinkuni ngosuku lwesabatha. uJehova wathi kuMose, lo muntu akabulawe. Nempela yonke inhlangano yamkhanda ngamatshe waze wafa. Sakhula sitshelwa ukuthi enyangeni kunomfazi owathola icala lokuthi utholakale etheza izinkuni ngesabatha noma ngomgqibelo wabese ejeziswa nguNkulunkulu. Kepha le ndaba ngokweBhayibheli ayisiyo inganekwane, yisehlo esenzeka ngempela. Esingakwazi ukuthi kwenzeka kanjani ukuthi isigigaba sakwa-Israyeli sibe ingxenye ezinganekwane ezisesizweni sabangoni. KuGenesis 2 verse 2 kuthi uNkulunkulu waqeda ngosuku lwesikhombisa imisebenzi yakhe abeyenzile, waphumula ngosuku lwesikhombisa. Usuku lwesikhombisa lusuku lokuphumula olubizwa ngokuthi ngumgqibelo, ngesixhosa okusho ukuthi usuku lokugcina. Nokho kuyisimanga ukuthi umgqibelo wahlanganiswa yini nosuku lwesabatha likaJehova olungumthetho kaNkulunkulu owayewunike amaHebheru. Ku-Exodus 20 verse 3 kuya ku-5 kuthi ungabi nabanye uNkulunkulu ngaphandle kwami. Ungazenzeli izithombe ezibaziweyo nomfanekiso okusezulwini nokusemhlabeni, ungasikhothameli. Lo mthetho uJehova wawushaya ngoba izizwe eziningi zazikhonza izithombe ezibaziweyo. Lezi zithombe zaziqanjwa amagama bese zikhonzwa kuthiwa zingonkulunkulu. Izizwe eziningi ezingama-Euro Gentiles zazikhonza lezi zithombe. Yikho kwathi uma zamukela ubuKristu zaqhubeka nokuzikhonza, kodwa ngendlela ecashile. Kodwa izizweni zabangoni akukaze kwenziwe izithombe ziqanjwa amagama bese zikhonzwa kuthiwa zingunkulunkulu. Abangoni babekhonza uNkulunkulu oyedwa, umvelinqangi. Amathongo aziwa ukuthi imimoya ebaxhumanisa noNkulunkulu ongumvelinqangi. Kodwa izizwe eziningi kuhlanganisa nezase-Afrika njengako-Nigeria zazikhonza uNkulunkulu abayizithombe ababaziweyo. Asazi-ke ukuthi isizwe sabangoni sazi kanjani ukuthi ukuzibazela isithombe bese uyasikhonza kuphambene nenqubo yokukhonza umvelinqangi. KuLevi 19 verse 27 kuya ku-28 uJehova uthi, anikudilinga amakhanda enu emaceleni, ungoni isilevu sakhe emaceleni. Anikuzicaba emzimbeni yenu ngenxa yabafileyo. Ningazilobi amabala, nginguJehova. Ngosike lwabangoni wawungeke ufice umuntu ephuce ikhanda ngaphandle uma ezilile kufiwe noma ephuma ejele kade eboshiwe. Esizweni samaSwazi namanje akulula ukufica indoda yomuzi iphuce ikhanda kungasaphathwa inkosi. Okuseqinisweni ukuphuca ikhanda into ebingatholakali kubantu, ikakhulukazi abahloniphekile. Njengoba sake sachaza, ukuhlale uphuce ikhanda kwavela nomsathanist uAnthony LaVey. Emva kwakhe bonke abantu base bekubona sekusesitayeleni, kwenziwa ngisho ngabefundisi. Alukho usiko kwaZulu lokuzicaba ngenxa yabafileyo. AmaZulu akahlobi ngokuziloba emzimbeni yawo. Sike sizibone ezinye izizwe zase-Afrika zikwenza lokho. Kodwa isizweni samaZulu akukho ukuhloba ngokuzicaba noma kokuziloba umzimba, ama-tattoo. Asazi ukuthi amaZulu akwazi kanjani ukuthi kuphambene nomthetho kaNkulunkulu. KuNumeri 6 verse 6 kuya ku-8 uJehova uthi, zonke izinsuku umuntu ongumNazaretha kaJehova akaye kusondela esidunjini, akaye kuzingcolisa ngoyise noma ngonina noma ngomfowabo noma ngodadewabo. Ukungcola kwesidumbu kuyinto ebaluleke kabi esizweni samaZulu. Mhlawumbe kunjalo nakwezinye izizwe zabangoni. Uma kade abantu bongcwaba bayahlambuluka ngamanzi anomswane, abakade bemba bonke baya emfuleni beyogeza bengakayi emakhaya abo. Amathuluzi okade kusetshenzwa ngawo ayahlanjululwa. Inkosi ayiyi emngcwabeni. Kuningi ukuhlambuluka okwenziwa kumaZulu emva kokungcwatshwa komuntu ofile. Lokhu kuhlambuluka kunomsuka wemfundiso kaJehova eseBhayibhelini. Kulevi 11 uJehova wasibalela izilwane okumele sizidle nokungafanele sizidle. Iningi lezilwane nezinyoni othi uJehova asingazidli azidliwa ngamazulu. Kulevi 11 verse 7 uJehova uthi singayidli ingulube, singayiphathi nangesandla. KwaZulu yayingalokothwa ukudliwa ingulube. Ukudliwa kwengulube kufike namakholwa. Lokho amaZulu ayekususela emthethweni kaNkulunkulu. Kulevi 12 verse 1 kuya ku7 uJehova usibekele umthetho okungahlambuluki kowesifazane obelethe. Obelethe umntwana womfana uba ngongcolile izinsuku ezingu33. Kanti obelethe intombazana kuba izinsuku ezingu66. Esizweni samaZulu usiko lokungcola kowesifazane obelethe lucishe lube njengoba siluthola eBhayibhelini. Kuyadinga ke ukuthi sibhekisise ukuthi kwenzeka kanjani ukuthi amasiko esizwe samaZulu afane nomthetho kaJehova owawushiya kuMose esizweni samaHebheru. Kuthiwa eminyakeni yo722 BC izizwe zakwa-Israyeli ezilishumi zahlaselwa zathunjwa abase-Assyria. Eziningi zagcina zidukile zingaziwa ukuthi zashonaphi. Omnye wababhali uThudophafit wenza ucwaningo ngalezi zizwe. Kokunye wathola ukuthi isizwe samaZulu sibukeka sinzalo yezinye zalezi zizwe ezadukayo. Encwadini yakhe ethi The Lost Tribes of Israel simcaphuna ekhuluma kanje. Henry Francis Fain, who had established a small Zulu chieftaincy in the 1820s and had spent decades living among them, noted, "I was surprised to find a considerable resemblance between many of the Zulu customs and those of the Jews. These included war offerings, sin offerings, propitiatory offering, festival of first fruits, period of uncleanliness, on the deceased of relatives and touching the dead, circumcision, rules regarding chastity, rejection of swine's flesh." Fain concluded that in view of the nature of semblance of many of their customs to those of the ancient Jews, as prescribed under the Levitical priesthood, I am led to form the opinion that the Zulu tribes have been very superior to what they are at present. Similar analysis was made by John Colenso, 1814 to 1883. Colenso was convinced that the two Zulu names for God embraces perfectly the notion of the divine contained in the Hebrew words Elohim and Jehovah. So close indeed were the resemblance, according to Bishop Colenso, that frequently he suggested that anyone who wanted to really understand the Bible had best study Zulu customs. Almost everything about the Zulus, from their lunar calendar to the order of religious feast, seemed to reflect an Israel past. The Zulu keeps his annual feast and observes the new moons as the old Hebrew did. The very Zulus have their festivals at the beginning of the southern spring and at the end of the autumn, corresponding to the feast of the first fruits and the feast of the ingathering of the ancient Hebrews. Using opportunity to preach the gospel, Allen Gardner made every attempt to inform himself about his new mission field, particularly to find out about local religions. As he explained in his book, Narrative of a Journey to the Zulu Country in South Africa, what struck him most about the religion of the Zulus was the immanent, albeit almost forgotten presence of the memory of the supreme deity. But he immediately took the customs of the Zulus to be apparently of Jewish origin. Some of the customs he enumerated included the tradition of a younger brother marrying the widow of his deceased brother, levirate marriage, the daubing of the lintels of homes in times of sickness, and so on. He also mentioned that Ham was a common name among Zulus as a way of connecting them with Israelites' sacred history, while at the same time exhibiting color and in some cases the distance of their traditions from those set out in the Bible. Throughout 1850s, Zulus were identified as Jews. Their sacred pastoral life and their religious and social customs were evidence of this. C.R. Peppercorn, the magistrate, suggested that any European who wanted to understand Zulu customs had only to read the Old Testament, unquote. Kafopi uParfit uthi ababhali abane uHenry Francis Fain, uJohn Colenso, uAllen Gardner noC.R. Peppercorn bafakaza ngokuthi ekuhlanganeni kwabo namaZulu eminyakeni yo-1800 bathola ukuthi wonke amasiko nenhlalo yesizwe samaZulu ibonisa ukuthi siyinzalo yesizwe samaHebheru. Uthi uParfit okunye abakubala izinhlobo zeminikelo, imikhosi njengomkhosi wokweshwama, ukungcola kwesidumbu somuntu oshonile, ukungcola kowesifazane, ukusoka, indlela okubalwa ngayo izinyanga zonyaka, ukukhonza uNkulunkulu oyedwa ongumveli nqangi, ukungena komfelokazi ngumfwabo wendoda nokunye okuningi. Laba belungu bathola ukuthi isizwe samaZulu sasingayidli ingulube. Bathi-ke laba babhale abafika bahlala kwaZulu, uma ufuna ukwazi ngamasiko esizwe samaZulu kumele uvele uyofunda iTestament elidala. Ayikho into eyingozi njengokungawazi umlando wakho, ngoba usithola usuganene nodadewenu, iwele lakho, usuganene ngisho nonyoko. Nasenkolweni mkhulu umonakalo odalwe ukungazazi ukuthi sivelaphi. Ngaphambili sikuvezile ukuthi inkinga esinayo njengezizwe zase-Afrika ukuthi asizazi ukuthi sasikuphi eminyakeni yo-70 AD. Sathi kodwa ezweni kuyaziwa. Sekuyisikhathi manje sokuba sifune amaqiniso ngemvelaphi yethu kanye nenkolo yethu. Abukho bula obungedlula ukuthi umuntu ephucwe impahla yakhe, egcine ngokwephucwa usiko nenkolo yakhe, okungumphefumulo wakho. Abantu abaningi bayakholwa kakhulu, kodwa ekukholweni kwabo abazi ukuthi bakholwa enkolweni emelene noNkulunkulu abathi bayamkhonza. Namhla uJehova usifulathele ngenxa yokuba yisizwe esithatha noma yini esiyitshelwa ngezinye izizwe. Sezasifundisa nokudla ingulube. Inkosi busise Israel. Abafuna imininingwane yalenkonzo bengangithinta ku-071 219 8223. Lenkonzo iyatholakala ngesingisi ku Facebook othi Rev Mpanza NCG.